After 2 years of spending a significant amount of time in the area, one of the areas I'm very excited about is actually NFT technology. Not necessarily the way people think about NFT as JPEGs and projects associated with it, but NFT technology. Because it's really a container for metadata where you can actually understand where the data came from, an oracle putting the data into that metadata container. And you have self-sovereignty around that, where you can give permissions for people to look into that container, move that container, do things with that container. So most people don't, it's got an interesting reputation because of a lot of the projects associated with NFTs. But I find the technology a magical technology when you really get into the guts of it. So think about this. When you go to college, you graduate. And when you graduate, all of the data about the classwork you took, what your grades were, the degree that you ended up earning, ends up going into a database called the National Student Clearinghouse that you, as the earner of that degree, have no access to, right? You can't see into that database. It is a protected database. All you're given is a piece of paper that no one would ever trust actually has anything to do with your degrees. You're given a physical degree that no one would trust. And you would never show up somewhere. So you would never show up an employer and say, here's my degree. Here's my proof that I went to college, right? If they want proof, they have to actually go to the National Student Clearinghouse, and they have to, with permission, get access to the information about who you are, right? Employers have to do that. The same thing with landlords. If they care about, do I work at place X or place Y, and do I earn X money or Y money? They have to go to a source because I can't prove it myself. But there's nothing to stop a soulbound NFT to be basically granted to me when I graduate college that has all of the information about where I graduated from, all of the classwork I took, the grades that I ended up getting, so that I now can prove to someone, because it points to an oracle that people understand. The source of truth would be the university. And I could actually go back to that and say, look, I can look right in this container of metadata. I know where the data came from. It's absolutely certified. You did go to this school. You did take these classes. You did get, these grades. And I will have the ability to actually prove it in a self-sovereign way by granting permissions.